whiskey. Wanna discuss an array of topics, conversation simply. Gonna drop your whiskey bars with the sip hitting for. Could you pass it? You want more? Another glass, let it flow. Steady pour. Steady pour. Yeah, a steady pour. A steady pour of growing, a steady pour of sharing, a steady pour of knowing. Now pass that Glen Carry. So pull up a chair, grab a glass, and enjoy a melanin-infused perspective with a whiskey twist. Yeah, yeah, a steady pour.
Go and drop your whiskey bars. Go and drop your whiskey bars. Yeah, that gets hype every time I hear that.
As much as I love that song, I hate what you turn into.
Welcome to another episode of the Steady Pour Podcast. I'm your pour coach, Drew.
Calvin.
Tony.
Darius.
And we are your co-hosts of another episode I'm excited to have.
Yes.
What's going on, fellas? How we doing?
It's good.
We're alive.
All right.
Chilling.
Yeah?
I'm glad to be here.
Excited for this little Maker's Challenge we about to get into.
Oh, yes.
Maker's
Mark. We have 2 Maker's Mark that we about to, jump into. I thought it was a pretty cool idea to do because they have 2 different store picks.
Okay.
And as you know, when it comes to barrel picks with Maker's Mark, they use the staves.
Staves, exactly.
Right.
Yep.
So we're going to have a battle of the staves.
Stave Off.
Stave Off.
There we go. There we go.
I love it. I love
And then we'll talk, I guess, a little bit about how that works. Because we went out there to Maker's Mark and we learned a lot more about the brand.
it. We did.
Then
Which I can definitely appreciate now.
Right.
Having been there. Because I like Maker's Mark is one of those brands that's just so big. It's just.
It's everywhere.
It's always been there, right?
And it's kind of like easy to pass on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because I'll be honest. Anytime someone says like, "Oh, I got a Maker's Mark," it doesn't evoke like, "Ooh, excitement."
Right.
It's like, why?
Because you see it everywhere.
You see it everywhere, and even their branding, right? It's all their bottles pretty much have the red wax.
The wax you dip it in.
And so it almost feels like you're always going to get the same thing, which is, I feel like, to some extent what they want.
Right.
Right, to a degree.
Exactly.
Even though they do have a variety of, within their stable, they do have multiple different
Variations.
things that you can get. Right.
Yeah.
But no, whenever you think of Maker's Mark, you think of one thing and you're just like, I've had it.
Right.
I'm good.
So, I mean, I kind of wanted to challenge that perspective for myself. And especially since we have these 2 barrel picks, I figured let's do a tasting between the 2. One, if I could actually tell the difference between the 2, and also appreciate, I guess, perhaps the consistency that's in the Maker's Mark brand.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, I'm kind of excited to do that.
And that's basically how they do their barrel picks, right? They all start with
the
that
Maker's
same
Mark.
Maker's Mark,
Yep.
and then you can choose like your staves that go in them, right?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And it's basically you can put in 10 staves,
10 total. Yep.
but they
Any
only
combination you
have right. But I think they only
5.
have 5 different types of staves, right? Okay.
So the reason why Cal's looking over at Tony is because Tony had the opportunity to be part of a barrel picking process with Maker's Mark.
Right.
Shout out
and
to
it's
Paul.
one of
Shout
these
out to OC Bottle Shop. Yeah.
and it's one of these bottles in front of
It
us.
is.
It is.
Yeah, so can you talk a little bit about, I guess, that process in terms of what you guys went through and
think it's on the
which one is yours?
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, like we were saying, it's a completely different process from doing a barrel pick anywhere else because, you go to another distillery, you got your choices kind of laid out for you. Mm-hmm. Here's the barrels, taste through them.
See which one you
pick the
like.
one you want, right?
Right.
This one, you're starting, it's almost more of a blending challenge. You're starting with the original Maker's Mark. You have these 10 staves you have to create a combination of, and, 5 staves. and you get to put 10 of those staves into a barrel
Right.
for a blend.
So if you wanted to do 10 of all
You
the same
could.
stage,
Really?
I'm sure somebody's done that. I mean, there's
Right.
walls of different
I know.
variation.
yeah.
How
so,
cool was that room though to be in there?
Oh, it was dope.
Yeah.
dope, wasn't it?
That
Oh
was-
my
it was dope.
gosh!
And when you actually like look on the shelves there, and they're like 5 deep, and
right,
then there's
right.
tons of barrel pits. in
No,
there.
we got to see it from the outside. We didn't get a chance to go in,
Yeah,
Tony.
I mean,
Right. It's okay.
like on the glass
We
window,
just gotta
like,
look through the glass.
But no, it was super dope, and it did take us a minute to find the combination we liked, and like we had a couple different choices. We ended up going with one that was a little more off profile,
Okay.
as opposed to we had one that we were like, this is good, it's makers,
Right.
But we wanted something a little off the beaten path. So, but it was a fun process. It was super dope.
Okay.
Definitely recommend.
So one of the bottles that we have, right, is the one that you guys picked. So it's OC Bottle Shop Black Bourbon Run. They call it 8 a.m. in Loretto.
yeah, I think Paul came up with that name there.
Oh, that's
Okay.
dope.
Yeah.
111.5 proof.
Okay.
And do we read the Stave profile, or should I hold off on that?
Do
I
it
mean,
after. I think.
We can. I mean, we are doing
Yeah,
it.
let's do it after. Let's
I'm
do it
gonna
after.
read each one after
Yeah.
we reveal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the other one was actually sitting on my shelf for a while. So is from Witty's
Nice.
Fine Wine and Liquors over in
Local
Rahway.
spot.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
they
to
have
them.
one too. This is 109.5 proof.
Is that Virage?
All right.
The barrel
Yeah,
drip.
shout out to Virage with the
Shout
barrel
out,
drip.
man. Shout out.
We're also doing it blind. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Right.
So we don't know
Right.
Didn't.
what we poured into our
Correct.
glasses here. So
Okay.
this should be
Big
really
word.
interesting.
Yeah, we don't know which one is which.
Right.
So
We went with the old pre-pour.
Yep,
We
yep.
have the results. We just, as long as we don't mix up our glasses, we should know which one we did.
The left stays on the left, right
right
stays on the right.
Exactly.
All right.
So we started with
on the left one, the nose.
left to right.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Starting left.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm getting bourbon on the nose. After I got that out the way, let's.
Let's dive in to
Take a
see what we
deeper
can
dive.
find.
It's a lot of vanilla I got.
It
Yeah.
is. It's
almost-
very heavy.
Right, almost like marshmallowy.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of ethanol.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
it's-
I'm not getting any at all. I'm getting the vanilla.
There's
Yeah.
some singe there, a little bit.
Smells
Is your
like
mouth open?
Jar.
A jar.
Darius rule.
Well, it's not my rule. It's just the Kentucky
Hey,
truth.
you told me.
Tony,
that.
Tony's
It's
been
Darius
calling
rule.
it the Darius
I mean,
rule
I-
ever
if I
since
could take-
season 1.
If somebody
could
else
take-
can say it, and I'll be like, no, that's Darius.
If I could take credit for it, I would definitely would mark it as somehow.
Going in.
It smells like I walked into a heavily painted room. Freshly
Really?
painted room.
Wow.
Did we have the same one? Because that's weird. I'm not getting it.
I don't smell it as strongly as
Yeah,
you.
it's there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's-
yeah.
This is very subtle to me.
All right.
All right, we going in.
It's not bad.
Sweet. Almost like a pastry, like custard or something like that. It's kind of got a.
Yeah.
Little bite towards the end there.
Yeah.
It's there.
It started like a little
It
bit
doesn't-
like rising
it
up a
doesn't
little
knock
bit.
you out, though,
I think I'm
right?
tasting what he's
Yeah,
smelling.
exactly. It's very sharp at the end.
I'm still on the nose. I'm actually picking some of that sweetness. I'm getting some marshmallow
On the
uh,
nose.
on the
He
nose.
wouldn't stop until he got anything.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't just go in until I can't go on straight alcohol. I get it.
Yeah, I mean the ethanol, the nose is the punch is there a little bit on the nose, but I'm getting more sweetness than that.
I'm getting all sweetness on the nose, and I'm getting a lot of sweetness up forward, followed by that ethanol that you were getting on the back end. The back end is just really tough for me.
Well, I got a lot of heat. Almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of reminding me of what's that? Foolproof.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit.
1792?
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as that heating me up. Yeah.
I think it's funny now. Anytime we get something that like punches us, we're like, that's 1792. Because that joint was gasoline.
Hot lava.
Like
Lava.
I'm going to Antarctica with that bottle.
You know?
Yeah, I'm going out there, and I'm good.
Burn off anything.
Like, I'm melting snow with that bottle for real.
I think it's solid, man.
So I still get kind of the marshmallow on the palate, but it kind of does get overpowered by that alcohol.
I'm not sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
And I think what's giving the appearance of spice is that alcohol flavor.
Yeah. Because it stays with you.
Or it could be a combination of two, and they're kind of like fighting. They're amplifying each other almost, right?
Isn't one of the staves kind of on the spicier side in the selection? Do you remember?
I'm not sure, because I think
but I
there's-
don't remember.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. I thought
We'll
Tony-
reveal the staves
Yeah, yeah.
afterwards, because I think the staves combinations on these are different.
Yeah,
So
we didn't read them
interesting to
yet,
see.
but I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
curious if this one has more of that that particular stave in it, because it's there. Not terrible.
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
No,
Nothing to write home
I mean, I
about.
like it, but it's like I taste all those little marshmallow, a little bit of like little subtle hints of cherry, subtle hints of this, subtle hints of that, but it's all very subtle.
It's very light.
It's kind of like, and I want to say that would usually end in something that I would call an easy sipper, but because of that alcohol at the back end,
Like, can we just stop at the beginning?
right,
Just
just let that burn on the way down, because it doesn't really punch you, right? It doesn't come in. It doesn't come in swinging.
Like strangles you softly. like a pillow over your face while you're sleeping.
Right. It's just like
just go to sleep.
choking you
Go
out
to
real
sleep.
quick.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
I'm just like, oh,
Don't wake up ever again.
all right. That is.
Drew, you okay over there? Drew's going through some of the emotions right now.
Yeah, I'm not really enjoying this.
Okay.
It's like I'm getting like wood polish. And like, so that ethanol is coming through, and there's a little bit of that heat that it's definitely not as hot as.
No, I wasn't saying
lava,
as hot,
but it's there.
it's
saying,
it's
like,
getting there.
it hits you with first, and then you sort of get those earthy leather wood polish notes. Not much. I'm not getting much of the sweetness.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not.
This is like Chameleon in that Foolproof is like Charizard. If you recognize that reference.
I cannot.
The geek in me just
With
came
your
out.
Pokemon
Forgive me. I'm to put it in perspective for people who will recognize that. So think about it on that level.
Definitely got to put those characters around Darius.
Oh my god! Copyright infringement.
That's true. We would get sued.
Nintendo from
They
shut
come
them down
after
right
us.
now. Associating Pokemon with alcohol. How dare you?
Although it would give us some pretty good traction.
It would.
You're welcome. Nintendo, please.
Come at us.
Are you ready for number two?
Are we gonna give the rating first?
Oh,
Wanna give
yes.
ratings?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
How much of a pour we giving this, fellas? Or individually? Kyle, how much of a pour are you giving this?
I'm gonna go with 2.75.
Okay.
I think it's. I'm not really mad at, like, forward. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it on the nose. I think the nose is fantastic. When you first sip on it, it gives you kind of what you're expecting, and then it's just like sear, and unfortunately, the sear starts to outweigh the lovely notes on the front side.
Okay.
Right, so that's why I hit it just a little bit under. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with that. I'll go 2.5 because I'm still a little bit like I expected a little bit more. But to your point, the nose was great. I enjoyed the nose. It was really good. In the front end, not a lot of flavor, but it was nice flavor what I was getting. But it's just overpowered by that back, whatever's going on the back end, that just stays with you and just hurts you slowly.
And it's weird because it doesn't really necessarily linger long.
For me, it did though.
Maybe it's
back
because I
end-
just had some water. So that
yeah,
could be.
yeah. No, for me, it lingered, and I guess it's nice if you're like chilly or something like that. You want to get warmed up because I'm warm now. I'm nice and on fire,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna go with 2.5 on that one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sort of kind of with you guys. I might even go for myself. I might go a little lower, but I'm just thinking about we say 2 ounce represents cocktail anyone. but I know this won't taste good in the cocktail. But
I don't know. I think, but go ahead. This is your review.
yeah, because I feel like I've had a Maker's Mark. It wasn't I can't remember which one. Oh no, it was probably like a Maker's, not the 46. But where's their higher proof one? I forgot.
The cast strength.
It was like a more on the cast strength.
Yeah.
I can't remember. And I tried to put that in the cocktail, and I was like,
Nah.
it overwhelmed the cocktail. So I feel like this would do the same. But in the spirit of just numbers, I'll go with probably 2 1/4. Yeah.
Got you.
All right.
Yeah.
Tone.
I don't know. I guess I like it the most out of all of us, and not much more than you guys, but I have it as a 3. I think it's solid for Maker's Mark, because I think Maker's Mark in general is kind of just it's just kind of a I'm not saying bland, but it's just kind of, you know what it is. It's consistent. I don't think regular Maker's Mark ever knocks you out and you're like, oh man, that's out of this world. It's just kind of there.
You know what it is.
You know what it is. Yeah, it's solid. I guess what I like a little bit more about this than a regular Maker's is that it just has a little bit more complexity to it. Like that you get sweetness and some spice. And,
Right.
You know, it might be a little bit heavy on the spice, but I appreciate that you go on a little bit of a journey with it, and it's not just a regular blend. So
Right.
I have it as a 3. I'm not mad at it.
We all went like completely different on that one.
Yeah, I mean,
2, 2, 5, 2,
Yeah,
5,
yeah.
2, 7, 5, and 3.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
So I'm trying to think about the other Maker's Mark selections I've had. I don't think I enjoyed the Cellar's Age.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yes.
Really
So I think
We had that at Makers.
none of
Right?
it. Yeah, and then we also had it at the Kobe
I'll
event.
share. And at Kobe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've just been drinking that Cellar's
real,
Age.
for real.
Shut up.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
there too.
Not at the Kobe
Oh,
event.
the bottle share you were.
You were there in spirit, sir. I think.
all right. So let's get into this other one. I want to see if this one.
How it compares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
All right.
Oh.
I think this is y'all pick.
Yeah?
I'm getting a lot more sweet notes on this one.
Yes.
It's a different kind of... The other one was sweet as well. This is a different kind of sweetness.
It is a different kind of
Yeah.
sweet. I'm getting very similar,
Yes, less vanilla-y. Not
less
as much
vanilla, but more marshmallowy.
Yes.
And everything is a little more heightened to me. I'm like, it's not as muted as
A little
that
more
first
crisp, a little more
Yeah.
refined is what you're probably, yeah.
more defined than
Defined.
refined.
Okay,
but,
I got you.
But yes,
I'm getting marshmallow, baked in brown sugar with the drizzle of honey. I'm getting all that.
That's like a
I'm
complete
getting
180.
Nice nose.
I'm getting a little bit of that the graham cracker too.
Yeah, graham cracker. Yeah.
Like a s'more without the chocolate, because I'm not really getting any of the cocoa nuts.
You guys getting any heat? Any ethanol?
No.
A little bit,
put it on
but
the
about
end.
what I got
Yeah.
before. But I think because the flavors that I'm smelling are heightened, I think it's muting that heat.
Okay. All right. Going in. Oh.
It is so interesting how
That's very different.
Yeah, very different.
it's different, but I can still taste how they're the
Yes.
same. Or
The
not,
same
what I mean.
base.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just a different blend of states.
It's like this one's like a small bite at the end, but it's not like
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. Like it's not hurting me.
Well, y'all put some seasoning on this one, huh?
Right. This is way more of a journey. I hope this is the BBR pick.
I really
You know
do too.
what? I actually have no idea. It's been a while since I tried
Is
it.
this our first time trying the BBR pick? Since,
It's my first
since
time.
picking it.
yeah. So this is our first time since.
No,
pick-
wait.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You
No,
guys
we tried it at the remember
did
the end of
try
the
it.
tour. We had the
What they
the,
picked.
the layout. It was the pick as well,
Yeah,
wasn't
you
it?
guys did try out.
Yeah, but it was like with 6 other joints.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
can't.
I'm just saying that we technically
My
have tried it before.
palate memory is not that strong, bro.
I have a guess, but I honestly have no idea.
I think
Really?
it's this one. And the reason why I think it's this one, because you said y'all picked the one that was the most off profile. And out of the two that we just tasted, this tastes to me the most off
You
the
think?
Maker's Mark
Okay.
profile.
And
It's
I mean,
good. I think they're both good, but
did you have Mike McFarland with you on
no,
this one?
no.
Okay, because my man talk about seasoning. He knows how to. Oh man.
Shout out your family and P, man.
Yeah, the spice at the end of this is nice.
It is nice.
It's like in addition to, instead of subtracting from the flavor, it adds
Right.
on to it, which I can
And
appreciate.
it adds on the flavor and not the heat.
Exactly.
Not the bite.
Exactly. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is
There's some oak there, some. It's not all sweet. It's kind
No,
of
it's got
kind of
layers.
a blend of. Yeah, but it just doesn't have the heavy punch that the other one had to me.
No.
It just has more of a blend. Of,
everything is just working together.
Yeah, this is
Perfect
nice.
harmony.
Yeah,
This is nice. This definitely gonna get a higher score.
5 ounce pour.
Nice. What you
Nah,
giving
it
it?
ain't that
I'm
high.
just playing.
Come on, Cal.
What am I giving
Yeah.
it? Honestly, I'm gonna give this a pretty solid 3.5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 3.5 on this.
I'll go next. I actually agree with you. 3.5. Definitely not mad at it. I think you're right. Things are working more in harmony in this one, whereas the other one you had sweet, then punch, then you know what I mean. It just was kind of
Everything is
more
just
of a
adding.
yeah.
to
On
the
this one, it's
flavor.
more of a Jurian experience. So
I agree.
Nah, it was fire, punch, smother
Combo.
karate
bit
chop
of,
to the
little
neck.
bit of sweet,
AB upright dash.
and then you know,
Finish him. Fatality.
So what you got then, Drew? This one.
yeah. I'm gonna come a full ounce up from the previous one. So
Wow.
I'm gonna do a 3 1/4. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the same with Drew. I'm gonna do a 3 1/4 as well. This is coming together nicely. So
Yeah.
definitely my favorite of the two.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So
Absolutely.
Excited for this reveal.
we're gonna reveal. I mean, I hope it's the one that we
Imagine.
like,
Just trash.
your barrel
I do
pick.
too. I do
But
too.
on the other hand,
So-
I'm
so-
actually hoping it's mine because that's the one that's in my shelf.
Right? Okay, so it's corresponding to the bottles. Which one do you want me to open? The first one we tasted?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
left to right. Yeah,
The first one?
yeah.
All right.
I guess when we do that, we'll know which one the other one is.
Right.
Obviously,
It's only
I guess it really didn't matter.
First one is the Witty pick.
Yep, Witty pick. Yeah, so that's what we thought.
Yeah, we got
Wow.
Yeah.
it. Well, can we read? Oh wait, let's read the staves now and see
Really?
exactly.
I'm actually a little. Wow. Okay.
That second one. That's why I said, like, that second one's gotta
But
be.
you know what's funny? What got me is, I mean, I guess we should talk about the stave combinations.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right. Well, let's do the Witty pick first.
So we said Witty was 109.5 proof, and the oak finish staves they have is 1 baked American Pure 2,
Okay.
4 seared French Cuvée,
Okay.
3 Maker's 46, 1 roasted French Mocha, and 1 toasted French Spice.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Now the BBR pick is 111.5. They have 1 baked American puree, 1 seared French cuvee, 3 Maker's Mark 46, 2 roasted French. I can't pronounce that. Mediant, and then 3 toasted French spice.
Okay, yeah, so they have more of the seared French Cuvée in here. And
That's probably what did it.
on yours, you guys have more of the roasted French Mocha and the toasted French Spice.
We don't have mocha on ours.
Yeah.
No,
that's
this-
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's different
This
staves.
gotta be more than 5 staves.
No, so what it is I think that
What were your last two? I'm sorry.
The last 2 was roasted French Mediant, and then 3
that one.
yeah.
toasted French spice.
So I think they swapped out the mocha stave because they used to have that as part of like their
What did they
stave
swap it
collections
with?
and some of their. I think when it maybe the French
Okay.
Mendiant. Yeah.
All
So
right.
we didn't even have a choice of choosing.
So
Oh,
what,
I got you.
so what we're gonna do?
So it's 5, but
right.
the-
They swap. Yeah.
I got
From
you.
time to
I
time they
got you.
swap a stave out.
yeah.
Or
So,
two.
so Kyle's gonna put up the staves right here and right here. So
So
you
you
guys
can-
can compare the two.
Yeah.
We can compare them too.
Yeah. And
Hey, we did all right. Dude. We did all right. On
you
this
guys
thing.
did pretty good on that pick.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
Of the two, I definitely like that pick
And you know what? I did like the Witty's pick, but I was kind of hoping that the second one was ours because I knew that we had a lot of the spice.
Yes.
So I was like, when we were tasting like a lot of that heat, I was like, oh.
But no,
man, did we-
this was actual spice though. Like it wasn't heat. It was you could taste the spice.
Yeah.
That no offense to that pick. It was
heat.
it was just heat.
Heat, yeah.
So that spice was more of
this
an
one is a
addition
higher
to.
proof.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy. Yeah.
Right.
So,
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean that kind of goes to show the different profiles, flavor profiles you
Yeah.
can have with these French oak stave selections,
Right.
Or not French oak, but oak stave selections.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was
So,
dope.
Yeah,
That was.
and I definitely have a greater appreciation of really how they've managed to do private selections with their own kind of unique spin on it. And the cool part is, especially from a business perspective, right? You can continue pumping out the regular Maker's Mark like you would normally pump out to large volumes, and you don't have to necessarily worry too much because if people pretty much already bought it before they've actually selected it. So like they don't have to take a gamble really on anything. It's the people that are purchasing it that are
Yeah.
taking the gamble.
Exactly.
And it's crazy just the variation between these two bottles considering that all it was added staves.
yeah.
And there's so
Now,
yeah.
Do they know how did we find out how long that they keep the staves in for? Is that a standard time or can that also be a part of the selection?
I believe it's a standard time for every
yeah.
pick.
Gotcha.
I don't
3 months
recall.
or something
yeah,
like that?
I want to say it's about 3 months. I don't recall the exact time. But yeah, I don't think that's not an option of, variant.
Right.
You can't say, oh, I want mine in longer
Right.
or short. Yeah. They actually open up the barrel when you're there, put the staves in. So like you see them actually like preparing your barrel basically, and then they're gonna fill it with
that's neat.
makers as soon as It was
You
kind of a cool
leave.
process. Yeah. No, but I took a video of the guy like breaking the barrel open.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Like getting the ring of staves and like
Yeah.
putting it in, like okay, that's our barrel right there. You know what I mean? Like
That sounds
and
like
then
work.
they were telling us, okay, it's gonna sit over in this area, and like so it's kind of cool to see.
I just like the
process begin.
consistency because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. There's a lot of things that can change the flavors of your whiskey.
Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah.
And the fact that they limit all of the other factors except for these particular factors
Yeah.
is kind of cool. Because if you ever wanted to mimic it, if you ever had a chance to do bottle selection again at Maker's Mark, you can actually
You can go way
at
different.
least go. Oh, yes, you could go way different, or you could get pretty close to
Mimic
what
it.
you've already done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's dope.
Well, that's dope, fellas.
That's cool.
Well, I hope
Yeah,
you
no.
guys let us know about what you think about the Maker's Mark Oak Stave selections. What was your favorite? If you have any other barrel picks you want to send us to try, we'll certainly
Try them all.
try that.
I was just gonna say,
Stop asking these good people to send us shit.
Gotta try them
I
all.
was just gonna say too, if anybody wants
Bourbon mug?
the OC Bottle Shop Black Bourbon Run Maker's Mark pick, there's a lot left. So hit up.
Oh,
OC
check them
Bottle
out. Yeah,
Shop.
hit up Jeff, man.
Tell us what you think, man. Because I mean, he was kind of telling me like, oh man, trying to sell this a little bit more and stuff like that. So I was like, okay.
It's good. Buy it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's just it.
I'm
For
not gonna
Maker's
lie.
Mark, if you're a Maker's Mark fan
No.
and you want something that kind of is a little bit different but pretty tasty, this is it, man.
You guys did your thing with this pick.
I'm kind of sold. I would pick up a bottle of that.
Nice.
Nice. And it's a stave off. We had to come back with another Maker's Mark stave off.
A new challenger appears.
Yeah.
Exactly.
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 That's right.
So
What we got?
when we finished the last one, we were like,
Well, it wasn't really you.
go ahead, Darius.
Yeah, you're right. Please tell us the story.
It was when we mentioned Stave Off. I don't know why this pick didn't come to mind. It just literally slipped my mind. It was so good too. But I get home and I look in my closet and I see the TSR pick, and they did the whole stave. And I was like, wait, we had the Witties and we had the BBR selection. Why didn't we bring this? I text the group like, yo, we forgot this. And they were like, we were like, we? Like, well, I did. I apologize because I was the only one that had the bottle, but it just slipped my mind. I just one of those things that it just. I'm so mad at myself. Like, yeah, we could have had the 3, so we had to bring it back. We had to bring it back.
And so now we're gonna do the BBR pick versus the TSR pick.
All right.
Select
Okay, BBR Black Bourbon Run, TSR Taste Select Repeat.
Yeah.
Just for those that don't know.
And we all prefer BBR to Witties, right? No offense to Witties. We love
Right.
Witties.
Yeah.
What was the BBR pick that one?
I think, we all...
It's not here.
Witty's where you at? Come on, Drew.
So,
I mean, I guess that's
some great
shout out to
things.
Witty.
Shout out to Witty.
Yeah, shout out Bron, shout out everything.
Shout out
man,
for
but-
sure.
But BBR, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Barrel Drip. Y'all doing a thing over there.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate y'all.
yeah,
Appreciate y'all.
shout them out. So are we gonna just jump right into it? I forgot what the. I guess
Well, we explained the staves
Yeah.
in the beginning of the previous episode and what that means and how it broke.
So different
down.
stave combination on Taste Like Repeats. We can go over that after.
We want to read
We'll
the.
do it after. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to go in, but like, just in case they don't know, Maker's Mark just comes out with their same liquid. When they do private selection, you can choose different staves to go into their liquid, and that becomes your selection,
Yeah.
as opposed to a normal barrel
Right.
pick where it's just they give you samples of the barrels that they have of you to choose from, and then you choose your barrel. This one, you can choose the combination of staves that you can put into your barrel.
Yep.
Yep. Combination of 10 different staves.
Right.
Yep. Five
Right.
varieties of staves, and you have to pick 10 total. So
Right.
you can pick.
Oh, yeah.
5
10
of
different
one.
staves, but 5 different categories.
Right,
So
right.
my mistake.
That should be your right one.
Okay.
That's enough.
Wow.
Say that. This is the left, right?
That is your left, correct.
No, I was just making.
You
okay.
sure you did?
Wow, you gave him a lot. Look at that.
Right.
This was the right one.
That is a lot.
I'm getting cinnamon on the nose. These guys.
All right, we're ready. We're
You guys
ready.
are good?
Yeah.
We're doing right first?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
A la derecha. I'm getting cinnamon on the nose.
Yeah. Got a little heat on it on the back end of the nose.
Bakery.
Bakery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baking spices.
Very, very.
I don't know why I'm getting tres leches.
Wow.
don't know why.
Because
Okay.
Drew said something at the beginning.
Yeah.
Something
What
did he
Spanish.
say?
Something Spanish.
He said
A la
the right shit.
a la derecha.
Yeah, he's talking about the right side. Yeah.
Oh, that.
But as soon as he said
Tres
that and I
leches.
smelled it, I
Yeah.
was
Started
like,
thinking about it.
oh, I'm getting tres leches on it.
Getting flan.
Flan. Shut up.
Yeah, it's got a little heat on it to me,
It does.
on the nose.
Very little, but I
Yeah?
feel you.
I mean, to me,
Maybe.
yeah. For Maker's Mark,
You got a baby nose.
got a baby
got a
nose.
baby nose.
Okay.
Baby now. I wouldn't take that if I were.
He took it. He went with it.
He took it.
I mean, we're recording, but after this recording's done, you're about to get lit up, bro.
I'm getting like a cinnamon coffee cake.
Okay.
I can dig all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I get that.
I think the cake part
Yeah.
is where I'm getting the tres leches. Like, you know what I mean?
Got
Like
that.
I'm getting a cream with that cinnamon cake kind of mixed in.
All right. Diving in on the taste. That's good.
That is
good.
pretty
That is good.
That's actually
Phenomenal.
Sweet, spicy. Not a super long finish,
No,
but I really
but I'm
like
definitely getting that Kentucky
There's a
hug.
burn. Yeah.
I was
yeah.
gonna say that, not for long, but yeah, it's
What's that?
hugging me. I'm gripped. No Diddy.
I'm gonna swerve away from that. But it doesn't.
No Diddy. Oh man,
You could definitely edit that out.
No,
please.
no, sir. No, sir.
Absolutely not.
Please edit that out.
This is
Fantastic.
the whiskey or what he said.
Both. Both are pretty phenomenal. Oh man.
This is good. I'm still getting heat. I know y'all say I got a baby nose.
Oh, no. It's neat.
But it's a nice blend, man. On the taste and finish, spicy, sweet. It's just a really good combination.
yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
I'm getting the sweetness and the spice. It's and on the finish, I'm actually getting like almost like a cherry fruit on the finish.
I can do.
Okay.
A little cherry like cough syrup a little bit on the finish.
Okay.
But it's like light. It's not like overbearing or anything like that. It's
Like Vicks Formula 44. Ricola.
Ricola.
so I'm enjoying the journey that it takes you on in terms of sweet, spice,
It's a journey for sure.
fruit on the finish. So yeah, I'm digging this.
It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
It's very nice.
Anybody have a pour count?
The pressure. Who wants to be the first one?
I could go first. I'm gonna say 3 and
Just go with
I'm
your
gonna say
gut.
3.5. 3.5.
Okay, 3.5.
Yep. Definitely not mad at it.
But you're a little mad
I
at it?
like the mix of sweet and spicy. I wish the finish was a little bit longer, like more of a lingering note.
As far as the flavors.
Yes,
go.
yes,
Okay.
correct. I do get the hug. I feel like this is a substantial proof. I don't know, 115, 120-ish range.
And that hug lasts.
It does.
It's a nice hug.
That's what makes me think the proof is up there.
Nice.
Right.
Look. It's very nice.
It's just it's nice. I feel like the nose follows through to the taste and finish. But I really like the notes on it. It's good.
But a 3.5 though?
3.5.
I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding.
4 is like, to me, 4 is like getting in that exceptional range. Like,
That's what I was thinking about too.
so if you're at 3.5, that means you're definitely not mad at it. It's above average. It's like
I was just
good.
playing. I was
3 is,
just playing,
no,
bro.
I'm just explaining
I was just playing with you.
I got
you. You attacking me now? Like, yo.
You said only 3.5.
It was a joke. It
3.5 is like really good to me.
No, I get you. I was just messing with you because I agree with everything you just said.
Okay.
100%.
What do you got?
I would probably, because I was kind of debating that too, like to give it a 4, but I'm like, yeah, 4 is like getting into that exceptional, as you know, to steal your word. And while it's not that, it is really good for me. The taste is from the front end is nice. I get like coffee, kind of coffee cake-ish. And to Drew's point at the end, yeah, that kind of like cough syrup cherry is there, and it's like a nice warming embrace. When you take cough syrup, you're sick, so it helps you kind of like feel better a little bit. So you get that kind of on the back end. But with that being said, I don't think I can go all the way to a 4, so I'm gonna go 3.75 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely not mad at it, and kind of slightly want some more of this for sure.
Nice.
I'm right there with you, Tone, with a 3.5 ounce pour. I do enjoy it. I don't think it's up there in proof, but it has that journey
that she's looking for.
that I like. It's there. And like I said before, you get the sweet spice, you get a little bit of dark fruit or the cherry on the finish, and it's a good solid pour. So yeah, 3.5 ounce pour.
Nice. Cal, it's up to you.
I'm still getting that kind of that Tres Leches creme brulee kind of feel to it. where it's got the cream, it's got the burnt sugars, it's got a like that toast to it. I'm definitely kind of getting that cherry on the back end, and because of that, I guess what we're perceiving as the high proof, that little bit of sear at the end kind of adds to that Formula 44 kind of medicinal, flavor at the tail end.
Yes.
I like it. I'm kind of torn in between 3.5 and 3.75.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna go with my original gut and go 3.5.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
On to the next.
Let's do it.
I'm not getting.
No heat
A
on this
little
one.
more muted to me.
Yeah, I'm getting more of the ethanol.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not getting as much flavor as I was getting on the first one we just tried.
On the nose.
On the nose. I haven't tasted it yet. No, just the nose. But no heat, just
It's more of like a
muted.
more like a woody note.
I'm getting almost as much cherry though.
There's some dark cherry in there.
Very faint.
This is good. Oh, this is gonna be tough.
They're both so good.
Oh man.
This is both very different.
God damn, that is gonna be tough.
I would. Man, this is really hard.
Whoa.
They're both very good. I would say maybe this one is a little bit less complex, but it's still a journey. They both have a journey.
Yeah, this was less of a hug on the end.
Definitely less of a hug. Yes.
Yeah, for sure, in my opinion.
But I'm getting more of a sting on the palate.
From the initial,
Like it's less of a
I
hug
can agree with that.
in here.
I can agree with that.
More of a sting at the back end.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. That could come from the stave choice. Well, it probably does come from the stave choice.
More fruity notes, less spicy notes to me. Like it was really a balance of sweet and spicy on the first one to me, and this is more of like a
Right.
sweet.
Yeah, I get what you're
sweet
saying.
oak.
The spice comes more forward.
Yeah.
And it's more, I guess, for me throughout. And the first one was more like towards the end. It was more sweet forward, and then towards the end you got to that spiciness kind of. This one is more of like you get it kind of throughout. And I don't know.
We have to choose.
So
They're both good.
I'm
I want
getting.
both.
I'm getting, and I'm enjoying this white macadamia nut flavor. It's like a was it
Vanilla?
white chocolate or white? It's a white macadamia,
Macadamia
nut
nut,
cookie.
that's-
Is what I'm getting. This is tough.
It's tough.
Do we have to choose one over the other? Can
Yes.
we just say it's a tie?
No.
This is tough.
I'm gonna go ahead, bro.
I just will say also, I mean, this is very good. I'm getting a little bit of an artificial sweet note, like the more I'm tasting it, like artificial sweeteners.
On this one,
Yeah,
Second one.
just a hint of it.
a hint of saccharin.
Right.
A hint of
I don't know. It's just on this last pour I had. I was like, oh.
I don't have any more pours.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're both very good. I think it's just going to be a preference thing at this point. Yeah, I mean, on pours on this, I mean, I'm going with the same 3.5.
Okay.
And I'm right there with
3.5.
you.
No, but which one do you like better?
I think I prefer the first one a little bit,
Okay.
but I have them both. They're both a 3.5 ounce pour to me. It's just depending on what
I would go
what you're in the
same.
mood for.
The day.
I would agree with you.
I'm gonna have to second that with the 3.5 ounce pour as well, but I actually prefer the second one.
Okay.
Better. More so, I think it was the finish. I think I enjoyed more of a white macadamia nut flavor in the finish than I did the cherry cough syrup on the previous. But they were both very enjoyable.
Yeah.
For different reasons.
So I'll lean towards, what was that, the left?
The left one was the last one.
The second one, yeah.
Second one.
But they were both really good.
Yeah.
Definitely agree. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving it everything that everybody has said already. I'm gonna give mine as well a 3.75. I get the first one, but I don't know which one I like more. To be honest, I can't distinctively say I like the first one more than the second one, or vice versa, because they were both good for a different reason. The first one, I think the flavor forward was pretty good. The back end was decent. This one, I think more overall throughout is really good. But I like the first one flavor more. I don't know. So I'm gonna give them both the same one and just leave it at that. They're both really good.
Cal,
So
break this time.
what we've learned is never let Darius be the tiebreaker.
Did Cal get it?
I know.
We've known that for a while.
Yes. So I'm glad
I
you
feel like
went.
Cal's gonna break this time.
Yeah. So
man.
Cal will tip the scales here.
I don't know because I don't even know the count at this point.
Just speak your truth.
We
bro.
all said these were tied, basically.
Right on the numbers, but you also
preferences.
chose one over the other.
Yeah.
So I am going to. I'm going to go with the same score again because they are pretty fucking close. So I'm going to say 3-5, but I like the first one more.
So first, second, and I'm just right in the middle.
First.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're
So first
doing
wins.
kind of leanings.
Yeah.
First,
Wow. Okay. But it's close.
I'm
I don't know if y'all
probably
can tell.
leaning towards the first one.
Okay.
No,
I thought he was about to say the second one. I'm like, oh, he just tied it again. I'm like,
It's really tough for me because the second one was
Yeah.
also really
They're really
good. So I don't know.
All right, so let's find out which one the first is, man. The
All
champ.
right.
The champ.
all right. Which one is the first? The first one is the,
The right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is BBR.
Wow.
That makes sense. And then the second one was TSR.
Shout out to TSR. See, I was with y'all.
I was back and forth. They were just both really
I
good.
thought you went towards the first one.
No, he went to the second one.
No, I didn't.
You and Kyle went towards the first one.
Okay.
And me, I was just
But they were
neutral.
both really good. They were
I mean,
neck and
this
neck.
is an excellent.
Can we read
Stave
the staves
Yes.
in each one?
Yes.
Yeah, because I think
Do the
there's-
first one first. Do the first
Yeah.
one.
That's the first one.
All right, so this one we chose 1 baked American puree, 1 seared French cuvee, 3 Maker's Mark 46, 2 roasted French Mendiant, and 3 toasted French spice.
Crazy. And so the TSR pick was 4 baked American puree, 4 seared French cuvee, and then 2 Maker's Mark 46, and
That's
0 roasted French and 0 toasted French.
So completely different stave profiles,
Very different.
which you can taste. I mean, they're
They were different. And again, this is why I kind of like these, and it's kind of why I like. It's why I've grown to have more respect for Maker's Mark and kind of what they're doing, because that underlying note is exactly the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a
starting with the same liquid, right?
Yes.
Start
And
from
you're just-
46.
And you're just kind of adding your own
Compounding on
little
top of that.
spices to it.
It makes it a very cool barrel picking experience because it's not really barrel picking. It's blending.
Right. It's blending.
It's more of blending.
It's definitely more blending.
Yeah.
And it's the base liquid consistency that you get with the very different stave and stave combinations that you can do. It's kind of it's a best of both worlds kind of thing.
In my opinion, pick up both of these bottles.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's a good
Seriously.
statement.
Like you're not
Right.
missing with either one of these.
No.
So
No, you're not.
hit up OC Bottle Shop,
Right.
see if they got any left. Hit up Taste Select Repeat.
Yep.
These are both great. You won't go wrong with either profile. And like to me, like having both of these, like getting to kind of like taste through both profiles is dope. So
And I feel like it would help like dial in your own,
yeah, what you prefer. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Your own
Absolutely.
tasting.
Yep.
Well, in the words of OJ, he demands a recount. He said it's a little biased because Tone did pick the BBR one.
It was blind.
He helped.
I did help, but it was blind. So
It was blind.
he's gonna say we cheated somehow. But
I was
Just
rocking
knowing
with the
OJ.
other one. They were both
Oh,
here we go.
Rocking
Look,
with
look,
both.
look,
I
look.
was.
He's trying to be politician over here. You know what I mean?
Nah.
He worse than Darius
No, you a
over here.
politician. You pick up both. You know, which
You play both
I like it.
sides. They both are really good.
Yes.
It's just the fact of the matter right now.
All right, Darius.
I'm just saying they are. You can't go wrong.
Mayor Darius.
Do you want some more baked American puree, or do you want some of the toasted French spice?
That is really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. But no, this was dope, man. This is cool.
This was fire.
So,
The new
BBR,
challenger.
we out here. You know what I mean? The champions. You know what I'm saying?
Appeared.
We out here.
If there's any more, Staves selections that you want to send our way,
Oh
that
yeah,
we
good
could
point.
continue
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Definitely send our way, and we
Yeah.
could
We'll put it up to the test. You
put
know
it
what I
up.
mean?
Put it up to the test.
We're not gonna say no.
We will not.
But for right now, I guess the BBR one is our champion. And if you would like to knock it off the list or trumpet, then send us your samples.
Bring it on.
Yeah. So that's another episode of Steady Pool Podcast. Thanks for rocking with us. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Bloody.